Today we're going to do a barbell push workout. All you need for this workout is a barbell and some plates. We're going to start off with an empty bar or very light bar warm up, doing 4 exercises, 30 seconds each for 2 rounds. After that, we'll move on to section 1, which will be a heavy barbell section, and then we'll have a half-time break where we deload the bar and move on to some new lighter bar exercises for section 2. Let's get ready to go. We're going to start off with some external rotations. If you loosely hold the bar with your left hand and externally rotate round with your right. So you're gripping the bar with your right hand, rotating the shoulder around. We're going to do this right side for around 15 seconds and then we'll switch. So now I want you to grip the bar with your left hand, loosely holding the right, and rotate your left shoulder round, under and up through the bar. Next, we'll move straight into an overhead press. So you're just going to press the bar up and overhead, finishing above the crown of your head with a nice straight line from the bar down to your heels. Try not to excessively lean back. You can pause for a second at the top while you tuck your ribs down and your glutes under slightly. After these, we'll be moving onto an upright row. You want to lead with the elbows and keep the bar nice and close to your body. Don't worry about coming too high with the bar, just around chest height is high enough. After this, we're going to do an overhead march. So you're going to hold the bar above your head in the same position you'd finish in a strict press, and you're going to alternate a march, trying to bring your knee above hip height and even giving it a little pause at the top each time if you've got the balance for it. So there's 1 round almost complete. We've just got 2 rounds of these 4 exercises. So get ready to go again, externally rotating that right arm under the bar, loosely holding it in the left side. We'll be doing 15 seconds on this right hand and then switch at the 15-second mark to finish with the left arm externally rotating under and holding it loosely in the right arm. Go for your switch now. Keep going on that left side and then we'll get into that strict press. So first up, we're going to start with a heavier bar section. I'm going to be using 35 kilos. That's around 77 pounds. We've got 4 exercises to do, doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going to have a 45-second rest after each round, and there's 3 rounds in total. The exercises we're going to do a strict press, then a close grip floor press, then a push press, then a wide grip floor press, mainly hitting the shoulders, chest and triceps throughout this workout. I'm going to start with that strict press. Let's get ready to go. A barbell strict press is an overhead press without any assistance from a leg bend. You shouldn't be overarching your lower back. Make sure the bar starts as close to your collarbone as you can with your elbows underneath the bar and your wrists relatively straight. This is mainly a shoulder exercise, but you'll be assisting the press with your triceps also. Take a 30-second break now to let yourself recover. Next, you're going to come onto the floor. We're going to do a close grip floor press. So anything shoulder width or closer is going to be good for this. Make sure your elbows stay nice and tucked in. We want to emphasize that close grip press because we've got a wider grip press later in this section. Slowly lower the bar until your triceps make contact with the floor, then press straight back up to the top. I like to have a nice controlled descent on the way down and then a slightly faster, more powerful press to the top. Try not to rest at the top for too long. You want to maintain some time under tension by as soon as you've locked and squeezed the triceps, come straight back into the next rep. Take another 30-second break now, but next we're moving onto a barbell push press. This is going to be similar to your strict press, but we're going to allow a little leg bend, which is going to give your shoulders some assistance getting the bar out of that bottom position. You shouldn't be going into a deep squat for this. Just about a quarter of a squat depth is good, and then drive the legs, helping the bar to get overhead. Lock when you get overhead, showing some control. Continue going, and if you're struggling, you could do a push jerk. A push jerk is where you do a little double drop under the bar, but if you're not sure what that is, just continue with the regular push press. On to the last of the 4 exercises in this section. We're going to do a wide grip floor press. This is going to hit the chest a little bit more. It's an easier press variation than that close grip press. That's why it's come later. So we're almost doing what we call a mechanical drop set, where we've started with the mechanically weakest positions and then throughout the 4, as you get fatigued, moved to your stronger movements. Your elbows should come down and touch the floor wider than your close grip floor press, but they still shouldn't be up level with your shoulders. You want to drop them down slightly, and that will create a more comfortable and healthier shoulder angle for you to press through. So you're having a wider grip, anything wider than your shoulder width. You can go as wide as you want really, but it'll start to become uncomfortable once your forearms start angling out. So try and keep roughly straight wrists and straight forearms whilst using that wide grip. We've got a 45-second rest now. There's 1 round done. We've got 2 more to go in this first section before we deload the bar and move onto some new exercises. So just make sure you're recovered, get a drink. If you need to change the weight, if you found that last round was too heavy, then just drop the weight a bit, and vice versa. If it was too light, just put a little bit extra on. We're going to start back with that barbell strict press. Well done, there's 2 rounds done, just 1 to go in this first section. Again, if you need to make it easier or harder, just adjust the weight a bit. I recommend making a note of what weights you use, and then when you repeat this workout, you can just have progressive overload over time, gradually increasing the weight as you get stronger. Great job. On to section 2 now. You're going to need to lower the weight on the bar. I'm going to go down to 15 kilos, which is about 33 pounds. If you've only got a 20 kilo bar, some of these might be a little bit challenging, but I'll suggest some modifications to help you get through it. We've got the same format. We're moving on to new exercises, but still doing 30 on, 30 off for 3 rounds. If you're enjoying training with me, but you fancy trying a different style of program, you can still do these follow-alongs, but I've got a 12-week barbell ebook, which I'll link in the description of the video for you to check out once you finish this workout. It's got periodized rep scheme working towards specific percentages of your max. There's video demos for all the exercises and an explanation of how the plan works. But back to this workout, we're going to start off with something called a javelin press. It's a really unusual one. You're going to hold the barbell directly in the center and you're going to do a single arm press. If you're finding this too difficult and the barbell is just too heavy to press, you can just hold the bar in that javelin position, hovering it just above the shoulder, and you don't have to do the press. You could just hover it, and it's a great shoulder and wrist stability exercise, just doing a 30-second hold on each side. A top tip that you can try either by pausing the video after this set or next time is I've put a piece of tape directly in the middle of the bar so that when I grab it for the javelin press, I'm getting it in the exact same spot every time. Take a 30-second rest now. Another alternative if you're struggling with the javelin strict press is you could do a small push press action to help get the bar moving, but make sure you're gripping tight, you've got the center of the bar and you're staying nice and stable. Next, we're going to move onto a Cuban press. So the Cuban press is going to be an upright row into an external rotation with a press overhead. You want to keep your elbows nice and high for the upright row. Have a nice external rotation action where the bar is going to come level with your face and then press up and overhead. You're going to do the same in reverse on the way down. This is good for strengthening the rotator cuffs, but you've got to make sure that you're not using too heavy weight. So I'm only using 15 kilos. So if it's too heavy, just deload the bar and you could just do this with an empty bar. If you're struggling, you could just do a hang clean and press instead of the Cuban press. Let's say if you've got a 20 kilo bar, but it's still too heavy, just go for that regular hang clean and press overhead instead. Next, we're going to move to an isolation exercise for your triceps called a barbell skull crusher. So bring yourself onto the floor. If you find this exercise uncomfortable for your wrists, then I recommend wearing some wrist straps. I've linked the ones that I'm wearing in the description below of this video, or at least ones that are very similar if you're from the US. Keeping the upper part of your arm between your shoulder and your tricep stationary, you're going to hinge at the elbow, lowering the bar towards your hairline. Make sure you don't bash yourself in the head and don't let your elbows flare out too wide. You're going to extend at the elbow till your arms are straight, squeeze the triceps, and then slowly lower with control back down to the base position. There's round 1 of 3 done. In the second section of the workout, take a short 45-second break and then get ready to go with round 2. 2 rounds done, just 1 to go, and then you finish the push workout. Well done if you made it this far. This is the final set of the workout, so thanks for sticking with me. If you're not already doing it, this workout is actually part of a 7-day barbell series. So it's a 7-day program, a repeatable week schedule of workouts. You can check the next day in the link in the description below, along with that 12-week barbell ebook and wrist straps that I mentioned earlier, or check out my barbells playlists and you'll see it there. As always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, give it a like, comment with how you found the video and where in the world are you doing this workout from. See you soon for another video.